I grew up like a savage.
One, two, 1, 2. You now rocking with the No Vultures podcast. You got me, myself, Lord Rab. You got OG Clee going away on a vacation. You got Coroner Barber in this thing.
What it do?
And today, we got a friend of the room, a family member.
Frequent visitor.
You know, this man right here is for our culture, for the Bay Area culture, and for Northern California, the West Coast in general, this guy's a pillar. He been around. He been making classics. He been around. I mean, been around with the underground type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This dude is an innovator. He's been on the show many, many, many times. You know what I'm saying? In fact, he came on this show the most times I think so far. This is gonna be 4.
Word.
And and we are honored to have this man here all the time, sharing his knowledge and giving up game because he always willing to do that, man. We got 4 racks in this motherfucker today, man.
Oh wait, what up? Thank you for having me again, my brothers.
New project.
Yes.
New project. What we doing?
Fear, face everything and rise. Solo record, man.
First solo record?
Why not? First solo record.
First solo record.
What about that about? For now to be the first solo record.
There's a lot of things that came together to make it happen, but it was just time. I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm big bruh, so, I done damn near everything but this.
Yeah.
So it was like, let me go ahead and give them one, For those that don't know that, I fuck around, you feel me? So it was time. Let me go ahead and give it to them. Let me show them something. Yeah. And then I was trying to help, this shit is always about giving back. So we found a young protege that like reminded me of me and Tweed, reminded me of Mekanix, you feel me? And I was like, damn, how can I help him get some leverage in the game and shit? And I just really had to practice what I preached. We always teaching producers to get with an artist and create a sound, something that don't exist out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, fuck it. I told him to find an artist for a while. He was kind of dibbling and dabbling with a few artists here and there, but I guess it just wasn't all the way coming together. So I said, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
And he came me on the record.
So your young protege was inspiring you on the music?
Yeah, the nigga's dope. Nigga got gas. Nigga LTB. She from the north.
But inspired you to do a solo project.
Well, I've always had I write. I got hundreds of songs in the cuts. Like I don't know if they was ever gonna come out.
Yeah.
But it was really just for me to make sure my pen is sharp. You know what I mean?
Right.
People know I'm always writing hooks and shit, but I write all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That don't never come out.
Full songs.
Yeah, full songs. Yeah,
I got a feeling that you got some metal songs or some grunge shit.
Oh yeah, I got some rock shit.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay,
I got some rock shit that's hard. That's hard too.
Yeah.
It got the whole distorted sound and
All that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got one I think it's a hit. It's talking about like people using the word love, taking it for granted, but it's all really love me. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Now I'm gonna tell you the first thing about this new record and what you got going on, right? Aesthetically, right? I just see it. I see it. Like I see what's going on. I see how you what your approach is. And I think I pulled up to the Dope Era store and you was in there and we talked about it. And I think I talked about this with the boy Dame and some other people. It was like post George Floyd, who was gonna take the torch, so to speak, and speak on that.
Yeah.
Not that incident in particular, but things of that nature.
Yeah.
And am I right? Am I accurate? Or was that kind of like where you was going with the music?
Well, nah. I mean, it's that type of shit has always existed in stuff that we've created. If you follow the Mekanix history, all our music was always not trendy. For the last 20 years, we ain't put out when it was hyphy, we didn't put out hyphy records.
Yeah.
When it was crunk, we didn't do crunk records.
Right.
Whatever was popping at the moment, we didn't sound like that.
Y'all stuck to
We
it.
stuck to what we did. And really what our shit was grass-rooted in what's real.
Right.
It's not about the party's cool. We try to be the balance.
Yeah.
When a nigga get off the dope, when a nigga come from the club, when a nigga wake up in the morning and ain't got no money in his pockets, because he fucked it off last night on the Those is the types of subjects we always stayed on.
Right.
And a lot of times them subjects don't get all the love because our culture loves destruction.
Absolutely.
So we don't applaud the conversations about solution or the conversations about doing better, getting better, learning knowledge, or
Uprising.
we don't applaud it.
Right.
I ain't saying we don't listen to it,
Right.
but I'm saying we don't applaud it. But the bullshit, the violence, the sucker shit, the robbing, the thieving,
We all on top of that.
we salute that shit. We talk about it. We carry it. We knock on the door and go tell the next neighbor about it. We do all the shit. We retweet it. We re-like it. We repost it. Everything negative.
You know what's weird that you say that? I sit in this barbershop, right? And I talk to my young nigga about, he ain't even a young nigga no more, but he rap. And I talk to him about, coming out with music and actually pursuing his career, because letting these niggas know it's no difference from you and fucking T Grizzly. Ain't no difference. You been to prison, he been to prison, So in talking to him about that, I see that, and I'm just saying this is very trendy with Oakland. Our rappers are starting to not respect themselves, if you know what I mean. Like, they only love out of town shit. They don't fuck with nothing from here. They don't fuck with it like that.
Yeah, the culture is like upside down.
Yeah.
And like I said just a second ago, what the Mekanix has always tried to be is balance.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we want. We didn't say you can't. It got our way is the right way,
Right.
and that's the wrong way. We just want to be an alternative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So look in the mirror and kind of figure it out. Like, people talk about products of the environment, and people always complain like, man, I was just a product of my environment. But if you really tripped in that in that environment, there was also a guy over there who wasn't selling dope. He had a job.
Right.
He was working for the city dump.
Right.
He didn't have candy paint.
Right.
He didn't have hoes. He had a wife.
Right.
He was still in that environment, but
Right.
we didn't choose to follow him.
Right.
We chose to follow the nigga that made hustling
Glamorous.
a job, and hustling really should have been
Secondary.
part time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We turned hustling into a full-time job.
Yeah, we did. And something what's crazy is, so it's crazy that you say that. On the ride here, we was talking about my cousin who cleaned carpets, has his own carpet cleaning business, and he bought a Bentley truck, right? He bought some diesels, right? Got a clean box, candy paint, got a house, right? But there's not enough of those niggas showing the young niggas, like, you don't have to be a basketball player, you don't have to be a rapper, you don't have to be none of that shit.
Right.
If you apply yourself and do a great job at whatever it is you do, because even in music, I'm sure y'all get to the studio, and as good producers, we know how good of producers y'all is, right? I know y'all feel disrespected a lot when niggas come in there and don't take it serious.
Yeah, there's been those times in the past.
Because it can't just be about, unless you just recording in my studio and you paying me.
Yeah.
But if you doing Mekanix music, like, come on, bro. You're not going, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not putting out trash.
Yeah. Once upon a time, our lab was really open to the public. You know what I'm saying? We don't even really do that no more.
Yeah.
It's really just pretty much there for us to do what we want to do.
Right.
But, we want that brand to always be attached to something that's moving and motivating our people to do something better. You know what I mean? Even if it's shit that we don't really approve of.
Yeah.
Be better at it.
Yeah.
Think past that. Don't have a ceiling with everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
When you were letting your studio be more to the public, but they was abusing it.
Nah, it wasn't that. It's just
riffraff
people
or-
don't. It's just people don't respect. Late punctuality. Just like nigga shit. You
Nigga
feel
shit.
me? Nigga shit. And it just that
They
shit
respected
just.
the studio hours.
Time frame, my
Yeah.
time, Tweed time,
Yeah.
respecting the neighbors, just respect, period.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, it's like I said, it's the nigga shit.
Yeah.
We could do a whole show. Yeah, we could do a whole show on
About
just
nigga shit.
You know what I'm saying? And we're at war right now. The black man, the African American, whatever you want to call him, is at war with this other brother called the nigga.
Right.
I'm just keeping it 100, bro.
Right.
Yeah, because we passed that. We had our moments. We all was like, yeah, nigga, I'm a real nigga. And you gotta grow up, bro,
Yeah.
and realize that a lot of shit that I hear Fab say it all the time. A lot of shit that we grew up on was bullshit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Now since you there, right? Let's address something that's really a real street issue that we see people in the industry like I won't use 6ix9ine because that's a totally different thing, but I'll use Troy Ave, right? And I'll say, everybody seen what he did on, camera as far as like we don't know what happened in the room. We heard stories. He took the gun and shot. Well, came out, did what he did. His thing now is streets is a myth. He haven't told on anyone, right?
Yeah.
Now, does that apply to the snitching? Because and what I say about snitching is I'm saying you cannot be a everyday and I'll use another rapper. I even use Mr. Fab. If something happens in his business, I don't look at Mr. Fab and say he's a street nigga. I say he's an entrepreneur, he's a business owner, he's an entertainer, he's blah 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 blah. Citizen.
He's a citizen, right?
Right? So he's a civilian.
Yeah.
He should be off limits. If something happened, he should be able to call the police, right? But then you have another rapper who's walking the line and saying, I'm still a street nigga, through and through, thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
Something happens to me.
Right.
Can he call the police?
He should not have that right.
He can't do it.
No, he's overclaiming street nigga.
Right.
You putting that on yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Thoroughly, you making sure niggas know what you are.
I'm a street nigga.
That's what I am.
But see, we're still going back to what I was just talking about, nigga shit. Because another element of nigga shit is it don't apply to me until it show up at my door.
Exactly.
Meaning, oh yeah, I ain't no snitch, my nigga. Oh, we don't do that around here, my nigga. Blah 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 blah. But if something happened to his mama, or something happened to come up knocking at his door, then everything changes. We gotta stop bending the rules when it come to me.
Exactly.
Right.
That ain't
Bending the
right.
rules in
Right.
your favor.
If the rules is the rules, then the rules is the rules.
Need to be
You feel
across
me?
the board.
And niggas want to bend the rules when it come to them. We swear everybody. Where all the haters at if it's so many real niggas? But we know it's a gang of haters everywhere.
Absolutely,
Right?
absolutely.
So we gotta stop with the bullshit, bro. Come to terms. And niggas gotta just stand up and man up and be held accountable for actions and shit. Like
Now, if we talking about street shit and we talking about what's going on in that same context, right?
Mm-hmm.
And don't change the rules when it comes to you.
Mm-hmm.
Is the rules different altogether because of the way the streets are run? And I'm going to say this. I'm not going to speak on other cities because we talked about this before in here. We talked about, with you, we talked about gangs and gang leaders.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new respect for them as an adult than I did when I was younger because they still have leaders.
yeah, I agree.
I thought we were super tight for having turfs, individual
Right.
niggas, and that shit turned out to be an actual disaster.
Yeah.
Because once niggas start getting picked off, there's no leadership.
Yeah, you
And
take
so
the head.
it's the wild, wild
Yeah, you
west.
take the head and the body falls.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I mean, turfs and I don't even really know where to go with that. Like you're right, both of them was just tore a patch out our communities, gangs and turfs. It was-
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. We seen it all fall from on each side of the pillar. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you that because like I say, man, this album you speaking on some real shit. You not just black shit. You speaking on real shit. Like you speaking on, you know.
But you know what? I disagree though. This album, I really don't even think I even touched a lot of shit. Fear was really me trying to give this generation a version of what they're already accepting, but give our generation something that we miss.
But it's so rare that it becomes a lot of shit because all of our minds is dumbed down.
Yeah. But my subject matter wasn't. I didn't. There's a tweet to tell you. I got some records with deep subject matter.
But your bars.
That's what I'm telling you. See. But what I did was I gave us bars, our generation, the bars, and then painted it in a gang of gunfire. Because that's all the young niggas wanted to hear. That's another reason why it took me so long to drop a record. My ear ain't, I don't per se, I'm not from Oakland, from Oakland. I claim Oakland, but my upbringing and my ear is not from Oakland. I think differently. I don't think like an average East Oakland nigga, West Oakland, North Oakland nigga.
Right.
Thank you for embracing me, but I don't think the same way. So a lot of times when I'm thinking this way, I'll be surrounded by a gang of niggas who thinking that way. Now I look weird.
Right.
I might look like the hater.
Right.
I might look like, oh, that weird ass nigga, he don't, you see what I'm saying? But it's only because my thinking is different.
Since you right there then, let me ask you this.
You get what I'm saying?
And
And it ain't easy to be in that position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got everybody going against. You know, a nigga that can't stand on his own just follows suit and just becomes a follower of the leader because I can't beat him, join him.
I look at
You get it?
Oakland has embraced everybody that has come here and become a part of the community and made us stronger. But I just was looking at a picture of somebody in Mr. Ill. And it was Aunt Diddley and Mr. Ill.
Yeah.
And so this is recent.
Yeah. Oh, it's recent too.
Yeah, they was together. They was chilling. They probably was finna make some music or something. So I'm looking at Aunt Dilly and Mr. Ill.
Brownie, right?
Brownie, yeah.
Yeah.
So Mr. Ill is not from here originally. You not from here originally. Shock G is not from here originally.
A lot of us ain't.
Too Short is not from here originally.
Yeah, a lot of us ain't.
Is that a thing? I'm saying though, like, right? I just named off some motherfuckers.
No,
I just named off some
well,
motherfuckers.
Oakland is a gumbo pot. We all know it's a gumbo pot. I think what I was reaching for when I was saying how I'm not here and I think a little different is that my ear to music and what I think is dope, I don't be hearing it in the Oakland streets.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I'd be like, damn, am I tripping? Nah, I ain't tripping. I mean, you know, I stick to my guns about what I like. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like we would even argue in the studios. There'd be records that I pick and be like, we're not putting that out. And then styling a tweet would be like,
because it sounds too Oakland?
maybe it might sound too Oakland, or it just might not have some bite that I love about hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, I love a nigga with some bars. I love clever shit. I love a nigga that can make me think. I love a nigga that shows me that he's a thinker. You know what I'm saying? When he behind the microphone. That shit is what we came up on, and that shit is what makes me want to continue.
So as a whole, does the Mekanix make? So the Mekanix do not make regional music.
Now, the Mekanix make worldwide music, but they love to put us in a box. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and we've been letting them.
Do you struggle with giving the people what they want versus what you want to do?
Nah, because at the end of the day, what we did is that's why I said we close the studio for it public, and we just be in our own world and we create and do what the fuck we want to do.
See, I look at it like even for this show, even for No Vultures. This is a podcast for the culture, for everyone, East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. I know that I am thorough enough in this culture to be able to engage with anybody about anything that they doing in our culture.
Hell yeah.
But the people, the motherfuckers in the comments is saying, where Black C, where RBL at? Where's you know, I mean, they cussing me out like because of how we started, and because it's homegrown.
Yeah.
They got expectations. Like we have to do certain shit. Like we could talk about all these other motherfuckers we want to do, but that's just
what
it went that way.
Yeah, they want to hear these.
That's what they want. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
had no intentions on saying like this is what it's gonna be. We only gonna have this motherfucker, this motherfucker. Nah, it ain't like. And when motherfuckers,
but sometimes you gotta stick to your guns and do what you love and what you think is right, because motherfuckers will tell you, especially out here, they'll tell you, "Hey, bruh, cut your foot off. It feel good."
Right.
My partner did it.
Right.
We all, this is what we doing, my nigga.
He eating you.
And they try to get you to just go do whatever, and you feel me? And you the one who gotta really suffer though. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So it's like sometimes, I like to listen to what the people say.
Yeah.
I'm even at this point where I'm putting out videos and I turn the comments off because I don't want to know what you think about it.
Right.
I don't even want to hear whether you liked it or not, whether you was gonna hate on it, whether you was gonna salute it. I just turn the comments off and put my shit out and share the art. That's all it was. It's just supposed to be shared. I don't want to hear a comment. Sometimes. You feel me? So
as an artist, you got that right too.
Definitely.
Because there was a time when there was no comments like that.
Sweet to tell you, I was gonna do that for this whole project. All my video, I didn't. I was gonna turn all the comments off. I said I'm just gonna do everything left
When
here.
critique you, do they go too hard?
Nah, I get so much love. No, I don't. We don't get hate. We don't get a lot of hate.
No, I don't see a lot of hate in y'all.
Out of every 100 comments, we might get one that might say something clever, like crazy, and then other motherfuckers will jump on it. We ain't gotta say nothing.
You remember when Kanye West said about Jay-Z, like, I gave him this beat and I didn't really want the introspective Jay-Z. I wanted this Jay-Z. I didn't want this 4 racks. I don't know why I wanted Rick James. I don't. For some reason, for some reason, I feel like that about you musically. Only because I feel like, you know, you was real serious, but I feel like you can make music to fuck the party up.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm talking about fuck the party up, like your mama in there cutting it up with everybody fucking it up. I just feel like y'all got that, and I also feel this way about styling. Like I feel like it would be wrong of styling to have the type of melodies these new niggas got. I look at that nigga like a, you know what I mean, like a rock star. Like,
he is a rock star.
This nigga different. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but when I start delving into the album, I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I see where it seemed like there's like you didn't give it all to us, like you said, but it seemed like it's some rage behind it somewhere. Like that shit is like you raging.
I mean, I feel like any other artist feel niggas can't fuck with me. But I don't walk around like that. I'm always the nigga that's in the background. You know, me and Tweed so quiet. You know
how the fuck do you turn that off when you producing? Not for styling, because that's like.
What do you mean? What you mean you say turn it off?
How do you turn it off when you producing for other people? Like this nigga, man. I would have killed this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, bro. I go to war for all our niggas. I feel like we surrounded by the all-star team. Our niggas is the hardest niggas. You can't beat Fab. You can't beat Stylin'. You can't beat Keek. You can't beat Hustler. You couldn't beat Jacka. The list goes on, bro. I'm surrounded by the illest niggas in the industry.
Right.
And I'll go to my casket with that. That's why we ain't left. I couldn't go to LA and build a team like that. I couldn't go to Atlanta and build a team like that. I couldn't go to, if I went to New York, all them niggas that might be ill on the bars, but they are lacking hella other areas.
Right.
And that's not saying that. I love New York rhymers. Griselda, shout out Benny. All them niggas is the illest niggas alive. You feel me? But it's something about this Oakland Bay Area mentality that just bleeds some ill nigga shit. You feel me? That can't be can't be copied.